What's up everybody, this is Ravindra. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to answer some of the most commonly asked questions. Some are crazy questions, but then I'll try to answer most of them, whatever is possible from my end. Before I go any further, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit on that bell icon to get all the latest updates. Well, let me read out some of the comments that I keep getting and also the questions that I get on social media. It can be on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook page or any of those. So let me read out some of the most funny things, and also some of them are real valid questions, some of them are crazy questions, and it's really funny at times to read, and there are some of them which are really frustrating too. I got a question which says, what camera should I buy? You tell me the one and I'll buy one. So guys, I will not be knowing what camera you want to buy. It's your camera, you are the one who's spending money on that. So I can only recommend some of the cameras which is being used widely and with some of the features, but then it's up to you. You have to decide which camera you want to buy. If I understand, you might have seen some of my photos. I keep getting messages saying I really like the photo that you have captured and the way how you edit images. But then honestly, anyone can capture images of that kind. It is not up to the camera, but then it is up to how you adjust, how you can manually edit each of those images and how you capture those images. Try to learn how you can capture images in manual mode, and it is not the auto mode always that will help you. But then if you want to get some real good quality photos, it is not only the location, but also depends on how you capture at a particular location. So first of all, learn how to use your camera. It can be any camera, and again, it's your money. You decide what camera you want. I can only provide you with the details on the best recommendations. Here's another question where it says, I want a single prime lens which can zoom to the max as well as take group shots in a wedding. Well, I would recommend using a kit lens for this, but if you're into some professional photography, then I would like to tell you one thing: use two separate lenses for that, because zoom lens is meant for something like wildlife or something that you want to capture to a far off image, whereas a group shot is typically some 35mm, or that if you want to use it for wedding, then I don't recommend you using a telephoto lens over there. Maximum that you can use is a 70-200, but not anything beyond that. Well, here's another question that I got, where he had mentioned, can you edit my girlfriend's photo? I will send her pic. Well, it's a tough question to answer. I'm not the right person to edit individual photos like this. Maybe you can find any other editor, or you can go to a studio and get that edited. But he specifically this guy went on, he repeatedly pinged me asking me to edit his girlfriend's pic so many times, because he wanted me to edit it and not anyone else. I just had to keep quiet after some time. Well, here is another question that I got during one of the wedding assignments, where the lady mentioned saying, make me appear thin in all the wedding pics. She even suggested me using Photoshop. Well, people think that just using Photoshop, you can do anything. Well, I agree, I'm not that good in editing photos using Photoshop, but then it is practically not possible to edit each and every image. Maybe I can ask someone else to do that. It's really funny to see people asking this kind of question, where they want me to edit and make them appear thin instead of losing weight. Another question from one of the assignments, where one of the visitors told me do not take pictures when the baby is sleeping. The baby's birthday photo shoot, and when I'd been there, the baby was either crying or sleeping, and it was hardly awake for a short while. But then I had to capture all kind of photos over there, whether it's sleeping or crying or whatever it is. So, but then some of the visitors stopped me from taking photos, which is kind of irritating. But anyway, that's not a comment, that was someone who stopped me from doing it. So I thought of bringing it over here. Well, there is a video that I had uploaded earlier, you can check the card above, where I had mentioned saying how do you focus camera lens if there is an issue in the camera lens, how do you fix that, and there are some workarounds that I had given there. So there was another question on that where he said I cannot focus on insects and try to zoom it to 300 mm. Guys, understand 300 mm is something that you use when the subject is at a far off place, not when the subject is so near. So you should be using a macro lens instead of using a telephoto lens. Here is another question from one of the events that I had been to. It was a corporate event within our company where I had worked earlier, where I had captured everyone's, almost like teammates' photos, and I had asked a colleague of mine to capture my photo. But then he captured it. When I asked him, is it okay? He said it's perfectly fine and you can have a look. But then he completely chopped off my head. So it was really funny to see, I don't know what he focused on. Well, this is another comment that I got where it said, call me the next time when you do fashion and modeling kind of photo shoot. It must be so much fun. Well, I know what you meant to say, but then it's not at all a fun thing over there. First of all, I do not do much of fashion or modeling kind of photo shoot here. Let me tell you, there is a tight schedule. It's a completely busy schedule with so many deadlines, and you'll be busy doing the photo shoot and getting the right angle, the right light and everything. That job is not easy, so it is not as what you think. The next question is, how many hours do you take to edit a YouTube video? Because usually the travel videos will take longer time because there are so many things that I have to add from different cameras. It can be from my action camera or the regular camera or even the vlogging camera. So the footage from different cameras will have to be put together, and then voiceover and adding music and sound will definitely take more time. Sometimes it will take more than 10 to 15 hours. But when it comes to vlogging videos, the one that I'm doing right now, where I edit using mobile app, even that takes almost 6 to 8 hours to edit each and every YouTube video. And not only that, once you edit it, you have to upload and then write the description, and there are so many things that you do while uploading the video. So it definitely takes at least 1 day minimum. I can say 8 to 12 hours. The next question is again on YouTube. Do I write script? Do I write script for YouTube? I usually do not. What I do is I make a note of all the points, all the questions that I get. So here is one small checklist that I've got. It's either on my mobile device, I use mobile notes. I just make a note of all the points and then just speak in front of the camera. So that's the reason why I struggle a bit at times to speak in front of the camera. Well, the next question that I have here is, how much weight have I lost after each and every trek that I've done? Well, I've done multiple treks and I've seen on an average I lose at least 2 kgs of weight after trekking for almost 40 to 60 kilometers of distance in 5 to 7 days time. So that's the average weight that I've lost to date. So guys, these are some of the questions that I have got. There are many more questions. I'll make another video of that, but these are some of the important ones that I wanted to share. So go ahead, leave a comment. I will be discussing many more points. If it's really funny and interesting, or if it's something of value, I'll make another video of it. So go ahead, and meanwhile go ahead and check out the different videos that I've uploaded. Check out the playlist and make sure that you check the entire video. That will help me out. So guys, that's it for today. So go ahead, smash that like button if you think that these comments were funny, or if it were useful, or if I've answered some of your questions. So go ahead, subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit on that bell icon to get all the latest updates. Cheers, bye.